Anyone got any spare iron? I need it for a new pick.
All right, who the took my iron? I'm a merc this.
I did not take anything. I just used my iron farm.
Brock, how do you have the achievement full diamond armor? Are you X-raying?
No, I'm not. Trust me.
He has to be capping. There is no way he ain't.
Biden, pull up Obama's screen. Yep, ban this.
What the hell, Brock? We said no cheating.
Yep, I'm banning you. Go back to where you came from.
I'm done with this stupid.
Well, the video that you just watched did not actually include the genuine individuals that you heard from. Those were deep fakes, and apparently TikTok accounts such as deepfake have utilized AI technology to make videos using an AI version of Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Joe Rogan, even Ben Shapiro. So I hate this, and I feel like the world is already pretty awful to live in. Why are we trying to make it worse? That's what I want to understand, right? Like, why are there people who put their brilliance behind making our lives significantly worse year after year? Like, why is that?
Yeah, well, there's a market for it. That's why.
Why are people so vicious, and why do they exist? Like why?
Yeah, well, that's part of humanity.
Yeah.
So I remember when the internet first came out.
When the internet first came out.
Okay, that's how old I am, by the way. And when we first started the Young Turks, you remember we're the first YouTube partner ever. So OGs over here. You guys, a lot of you, I'm sure, don't remember this time. The internet was in the beginning almost all positive.
Yeah.
And you would do videos and people say, oh, that's great, I love it, oh, terrific, how can I help? Things like that. And then the trolls began. And then it was like a zombie apocalypse movie. It was like The Last of Us. They just keep attacking. And then there's a bloater, and then there's a clicker, right? And they all attack, and they consumed everything online and made everything evil. Okay, and so this is a natural extension of that. Look, AI has tons of positive things that you could do with it, and I get why they do this. They think it's funny. I get it, right? It's not that complicated. But the problem is, this is obvious, right? Because they're using gamer lingo, and you know that Biden isn't talking like that about Barack Obama. At least I hope you know that. But this is about to get way, way worse.
Yeah, 100%. In fact, here are some clips of famous people being impersonated by this technology. Let's watch.
Sleepy Joe and Obama, get the f*** on the server right now. I think we are trapped in some sort of sex dungeon Trump made. He texted in the group chat and said, LOL, you guys are
What did Trump do this time?
I don't know, bro. I just joined the server and saw a massive wall.
Yo, what the? This wall is actually huge, bro.
Boys, I have bad news. I don't have any of my host privileges anymore.
Dog.
Man, I was going to say we could just mine through the wall, but I already tried, and it doesn't even work.
Is that what happens during gaming sessions? Like,
Yeah.
that's how, yeah, okay. Seems fun.
Okay, that's another side note. Guys, the Biden one, the Shapiro one, and the Rogan one are, like, unfortunately, super effective. Like, if you made them say serious things with that voice, and the video obviously is choppy, but, like, the voice is spot on. And so they're going to soon make them say weirdo things they didn't say, and they're not going to be kidding about it, and it's going to spread like crazy. And only the right wing's going to do it, and the left wing isn't going to do it. In fact, if anybody on the left wing does it, Haas, okay, what's going to happen is they're going to be canceled and mutilated and attacked 1,000 different ways by mainstream media and everyone else. But the right wing will be free to do it nonstop, and their followers will definitely believe them. Okay,
No, I
and
think,
on it'll go.
I think what's definitely more likely to happen is, and I already feel this increasingly, not because of AI technology, but because of just the way media works in America. You don't know who to trust or what to believe. And that's a really scary world to live in, right?
In fact, Anna, that's such a great point, because the number one problem here is that this is going to create a Trump-like phenomenon. What I mean by that, don't get me, it's not a politics, kind of. It's Trump does all these nefarious things, but he says, don't believe any news. It's all fake news, right? So, and people, they love him, the right wing does, so they believe him. And so then they stop looking out for all the things that he's doing wrong. right? By the way, even those Republican voters will look out for things Mitch McConnell did wrong or Kevin McCarthy did wrong, but not Trump, because he's done a smokescreen so you can't see anything, right? So he can now shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and get away with it. Now, this is going to create a smokescreen for all the bad actors, right? Because I'm not talking about them creating deepfakes. Once deepfakes exist, they're going to say, it wasn't me. It was a deepfake, okay? And by the way, a lot of times, yeah, it'll be a deepfake. And you can't tell the deepfake away from the real thing. That's going to let the criminals go nuts. And when I say criminals, I mean like bad guys overall, and especially people in government looking to rob us blind as they have been for a long, long time, and then escape culpability.
But couldn't someone or a company also develop technology to determine whether something is or is not a deepfake?
I don't know. I mean, I guess, but no one's bothering to do that because it's not funny.
Can't let that happen.
Yeah.
No, I know. I just...
Look, every part of this gets more depressing.
I just want to go back to the 90s.
I know. Look, and for young guys, you guys think, we're boomers. Oh, come on, just let it go.
No one
have
thinks
fun.
that about me, okay?
Let's
dispel the notion that anyone sees me as a boomer.
Okay, all right.
Continue.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I'm setting up for the next thing I'm going to say. Look, now there's technology, we've talked about on the show before, deepfake for porn, right? So nobody's surprised by that. But now they're doing this thing where you could take somebody's picture and then the program will put it onto the porn, okay? And so then so that's a disaster, right? And so right now every young guy's Googling it as we speak, right? So I even worry about saying it, but it doesn't matter, that everything's out of the box. You can't put any of this back in, right? And so, I mean, we're in a house of horrors here now. So nobody knows what's real, nobody knows what's fake, and this is just the beginning. And the people who are innocent will be smeared, people who are guilty will get to hide. Bad actors are gonna love this, so I don't know when we turn around, but all of these developments are not positive.
So one other thing I wanted to bring up is this reporting that I noticed in the New York Times about like ChatGPT, and then Bing released it, or Microsoft, I should say, released its version of like the chatbot thing. And the reporter, I believe it was Kevin Roose, if I'm not mistaken, was engaging with the Microsoft version of it. And they're going back and forth. And he had mentioned, as he's conversing with this technology, I guess, that he had just had dinner for Valentine's Day with his wife. And the chatbot responded with, "You don't actually love your wife. You want to leave your wife. You don't love her. You've been unhappy." How creepy is that? And he swears that that's not true. But I don't know, is it?
But that's the thing. Here we are, where we don't know whether to trust the human or the artificial intelligence.
Right, because the artificial intelligence, it's not an actual, it's not a sentient being, right?
It's picking up information from somewhere.
From somewhere, and where is it picking up information from?
So that's why I'm not sure who's telling the truth there, the robot or the human. I don't know.
But guys, it's even worse than that, because let's say it's gathering information based on things you're searching for, or Googling, or Binging, or whatever you're using, right? It's learning things about you that you don't necessarily want out there or in the public, right? And it's gathering all this information and data about you. And look, I don't know if that's what happened here, and I want to trust the reporter, right? He says he loves his wife, great. And it's not about him, but it is about all this technology gathering so much data and information about us, our most intimate moments, our most intimate searches. And it's feeding it into this artificial intelligence, which then messages things back to us and to others. I don't know. It creeps me the hell out. It's like we're creating things that can literally read our minds.
Yeah, because they're reading your words, and a lot of the apps on your phone do listen in, and they serve ads based on that. They're looking what you search, etc.
Dude,
if you're a guy and you're not worried about what you're searching, God bless you. You're one of two. Yeah. Okay, so all of that is getting out there. There is look, I'll tell you one last horror possibility, and then maybe the light at the end of the tunnel a very long time from now. So the other disaster that's coming is Neuralink. So Elon Musk is trying to put like links to literally into your brain to download onto computers.
Oh, thank God.
And by the way, it's the disaster. It's like the self-driving Teslas. Nothing works. Tons of dead monkeys from their experiments. We did a story on that earlier. You can look that up. But he now has all these right-wing fans. The same guys who said, oh, I don't want a vaccine that might save my life because I think Fauci and Bill Gates invented an invisible 5G chip that they're going to put into my blood and track me. But I'm okay with this kind of AI and the Neuralink that just tracks me with putting literal wires into my head.
Right.
Okay.
No, but let's also be fair, because if I remember correctly, the point of that technology, I mean, it could be misused, obviously, but the point of that technology was to help individuals who are paralyzed.
That's how they start.
I know. That's how everything is that's how everything begins with tech advancements, right? Like it's marketed to Americans with like, oh, we're gonna democratize.
Oh,
we're gonna do all these wonderful things. And like I remember in the beginning, I kind of bought that with social media developing and everything. I'm like, yeah, you can talk to your friends and family in other countries, and it was exciting. But then as with any advancement, it can also be used for evil, and it tends to be.
Yeah, here's what I'm not doing. Letting Elon Musk or anyone else attach wires to my brain. And if you do that, you ought to have your brain examined. Good news, it's being examined by Elon Musk the minute they put those wires in. So good luck with that. Okay, light at the end of the tunnel. I think that eventually everyone is going to find out that it turns out everyone's a freak. 7 days a week. Okay, and so once that gets out, oh, Bob's a freak, Sally's a freak, Susie's a freak, John's a freak, on and on and on and on and on, until we're going to get to a point where we go, wait, I'm also a freak. And now that everyone's out of the freak closet, yeah, maybe it's okay to be a freak.
No, you're wrong. You're 100% wrong about that. I remember you had that same prediction when it came to people sending nudes to each other, right? Mm-hmm. And you said something along the lines of, eventually everyone's going to have a nude photo of themselves out there, and we're going to be desensitized to nude photos. Mm-hmm. That didn't happen.
Oh, this is, like I said, a long, long time from now. I don't remember that particular conversation, but I have said this before, and hadn't happened yet. So let's see what happens. I see a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's a long way away, right? But in the meanwhile, we're living in the muck.
Yeah. You always see a light at the end of the tunnel, no matter what. Like, you're the most optimistic person ever. Like, it's very likely there won't be a light at the end of the tunnel. It's very likely that the AI will steal your jobs and you'll be destitute and the government won't help you. That's the likely outcome. Let's just keep it real.
Can't let that happen.
That's why they call her the salt dragon.
It's not even salty, it's just reality. Okay?
Optimism is also real. It just takes a little longer to get here.
Here at the Young Turks, we do our best to bring you the most essential news stories of the day, but we can't cover everything in a 2-hour show. And for the rest, I recommend Ground News. Founded by a former NASA scientist, Ground News uses a revolutionary system that analyzes where the news is coming from and gives you complete transparency on the potential biases these sources may have. That way, you can read between the lines of media bias and break free from the corporate media agenda. In arming you with the context and transparency, you'll have everything you need to think critically about the news and build responsible media literacy for yourself and others. With Ground News, you're not just mindlessly consuming the media, you're part of a movement that is working to hold them accountable and get straight to the facts. Break through the filter bubbles, the propaganda, and the bias, and subscribe to Ground News today.